We have the secretary responsible for securing our border and our immigration system who doesn't recognize these charts as being a problem. I find that extraordinary and extremely damning.
And I'm all for legal immigration. But what we have done instead is just open the doors.
We speak of lawful pathways and support of them, and yet the prior administration tore those down too.
Before we just continue the blame game here, how many children were processed over a 3-year period through that program?
We would be pleased to provide that data.
Yeah, I think it's about 5,000 children.
Right, exactly. Lawmakers, as you can see in the Senate, grilling DHS Secretary Mayorkas over the ongoing surge at our southern border. And now state leaders are joining the cause as 20 Republican governors have sent a letter to the White House urging them to take action on the border immediately. One of the governors is on the border. Signed that letter. Texas Governor Greg Abbott joins us today from Austin. Governor, good morning.
Good morning, Steve. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. You know, Mitt Romney had that graphic yesterday that showed how out of control the number of apprehensions of people crossing into the country. But according to Secretary Mayorkas, Governor, the border is closed. That is not how it looks.
So I don't know if Secretary Mayorkas and the Biden administration either don't have a clue what's going on or they are purposefully misleading their fellow Americans, because here are the numbers. On the national level with regard to the Border Patrol, they apprehended this last month, in the month of April, more than 170,000 people. That is a tenfold increase over the prior April, where they apprehended about 17,000 people. But also, I can tell you what's going on the ground with regard to the state of Texas, because I have deployed the Texas Department of Public Safety as well as the National Guard, and they have apprehended about 30,000 people who came across the border. Right. They've arrested more than 900 people coming across the border. But I got to tell you, Steve, there's something else, a new dynamic about what's going on the border that Americans need to know about, and that is the increased apprehension of fentanyl coming across the border. Yes, there may be people coming across the border, but there's dangerous drugs coming across the border. For your audience who may not know, 2 milligrams of fentanyl is a fatal dose. And so know this, we had over an 800 or almost 800% increase April over April about the amount of fentanyl that has been apprehended by the Texas Department of Public Safety. We have obtained enough fentanyl coming across the border to kill every single person in the state of New York. And so this is a very deadly situation happening on the border. The Biden administration better wake up. However, Steve, this is the deal. Because of what Texas is doing on the border, it's Texas that is securing the border. We want Biden to pay for it.
Well, it seems fair. Absolutely fair, because you're doing the job that the federal government should be doing, but they refuse to. Governor, also, you've been busy. I know you just signed the alcohol to go bill. And that is going to really help struggling restaurants, because now, in addition to your takeout food, you'll be able to get a cocktail or a beer or a wine or something like that as well.
Well, first, for the setting of where we are in Texas right now, all of our restaurants are 100% fully open, and they have been for a while. This alcohol to go was one of the measures that we put in place during the course of the pandemic when restaurants were not allowed to be open 100%. And so many restaurants owners have said that this alcohol to go program that we allowed them to undertake during the course of the pandemic, that is what kept them open and operational. And had it not been for that, they may have had to shut down. But the point is that both restaurants as well as Texans liked alcohol to go so much, we decided to make it permanent law.
Well, there you go. And now it is. All right, Governor, thank you very much for joining us from Austin. Have a great weekend.
Y'all too. Thanks.
You bet.